Being a Chicagoan, I'm kind of forced to like Rahm Emanuel. He is, after all, an ardent advocate of all things Chicago. But there are always two kinds of people he leaves out of the equation: teachers and students. We saw how badly he treated the teachers with last year's teacher strikes, where teachers took 3 days off of school to protest how badly they were being treated. And now we students are being harassed by Rahm Emanuel with a constant barrage of stupid, pointless, insipid standardized tests. Standardized tests take the fun out of learning. And if that sounds dumb, it shouldn't, because learning should be fun. In learning, you get to use your critical thinking skills and problem-solving skills. These are the things that make the world a better place. If we have critical thinkers and problem solvers, we could substantially better the world that is around us. But standardized testing doesn't better the world around us. It worsens the world around us. Standardized testing is the most torturous form of education, big quotations around that education, by the way, that exists on the face of the planet. Standardized testing is an immense waste of time. My class sits for 3 hours on end doing standardized tests that only end up being practice tests, only having to take the actual standardized tests the next day. The teachers hate it, the students hate it, and it helps absolutely no one. So why are we taking these tests? Every year we spend 3 days taking the ISATs, and that's not even counting the time that we spend preparing for the ISATs. The preparation is mandatory, the tests are mandatory, yet they don't even count for anything this year. So why are we taking them? Just another example of the huge waste of time that standardized testing is. Standardized testing has made state spending rise from $423 million to $1.1 billion, according to the Pew Center on the Arts. The Sacramento Bee states that test-related jitters are so common that test booklets give instructions on what to do with a test booklet if someone vomits on it. The No Child Left Behind Act, which practically implemented standardized testing in America, made the U.S. drop from 18th place to 31st place in math, with a similar drop in science and virtually no change in reading. The National Research Council stated that standardized testing does not educate children or help them in any way, shape, or form. So, by implementing these tests, Rahm Emanuel means to tell us that we should spend millions of dollars and hours and hours and hours and hours of time studying for and taking tests that one of the most prestigious and approved of sources in the United States says doesn't help students at all. That is the kind of stupid, unintelligent, ignorant, dense, foolish, dull-witted, slow, simple-minded, vacuous, vapid, idiotic, imbecilic, obtuse, doltish, informal, thick, dim, dim-witted, dopey, dozy, moronic, pretentious, pea-brained, half-witted, soft in the head, brain-dead, bone-headed, thick-headed, wooden-headed, mutton-headed, daft kind of thinking we do not need in this city or in this country. If you like this video and hate standardized testing, then I think you should like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks very much. This is Mike Louise from the Special Ed Room. Bye for now. Subscribe, 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 subscribe. I know you want to subscribe. Subscribe, 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 subscribe. I know you want to subscribe.